Bronny can go in front of Ian.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
like,
the
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He puts him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the 30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
You was up. You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm going to keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undefeated.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to light up.
Oh, he's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's funny.
I want to go rebound.
Shoot. This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do. I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bump head. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You really think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's go,
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. Man, damn. Y'all should have never, ever gave me no damn studio. Never should have gave them boys money. Boy, I be coming in here every day, all day, any day. I'm sitting up on the couch anyway. I ain't doing too much. So why not come in here and get some work in? You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all party people out there? Shout out and love to everybody who is waking up on a Sunday morning. I know you ain't up for me. I know you up for football. And you're like, oh, Wiley going live? Let's talk it. And we going to talk it today because a lot's going on. A little update in the life. David Diaz wants to ask, how's the hip? The hip is good, man. The hip, like, people always say this is one of the best, easiest surgeries in the world. I don't like to say the word easy because you still had to take anesthesia, still had the risk of obviously illness and serious damage, including death. But let me be real about it. It's a good surgery. I've had about 8
8 surgeries, I think. Started with my tonsillectomy. That turned into my first surgery, back surgery. Then I had abdominal wall tear surgery. Then I had shoulder surgery. This is all NFL stuff. Then I turned into Achilles surgery. Now I got my hip done, and I'm thinking about the other hip, but I'm gonna see how this hip is before I get there. So long story short, party people out there, if something wrong with you, get it fixed. I tried to do a 3-year rehab. I was like, I'm gonna do yoga. Okay, I'm gonna do some yoga. Then that turned into, nah, that ain't working. Okay, I'm gonna do yoga. Man, I'm gonna go to the rehab place and PT, and blah, blah, blah. It just kept going till finally I couldn't go no more. So now I'm at a place where it's like, all right, respect. Go in there and fix it. It's cleaned up. Now let's go. All right, so now we put these headphones on and let's get into this game plan we got today. We got a good game plan today. First, we're going to start off, baby. We're going to start off with what the hell's going on in the NFL. Okay, so these are the teams that's in the playoffs, and beat it up in the comments if it's one of your teams. If not, oh well. That's your ass living in the wrong city. Most of y'all root for the teams in y'all city, so y'all move to the wrong places. Denver Broncos, let's go AFC. Denver Broncos, number 1 seed as of currently today. Are they going to stay that way? Y'all got to beat it up in the comments. Give me some of these details. Patriots, Jags, Bills, Texans, Chargers. That's how it goes. Only thing that's going to change is, because that's only 6 teams, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We need a 7th team because the number 1 seeds get that bye week. All right, y'all want the Steelers or Ravens? Tell me right now. I see it in the poll. Make sure you vote in the poll. We got the Steelers, 65%. Bigger fan base, I guess, than the Ravens, 35%. Had to turn my fan on. All right, 65 to 35%. I'm actually the opposite way. I'd rather see the Ravens, even though I love Mike Tomlin, love Aaron Rodgers, love a lot of the players. It's something about the Ravens. It's something about the Lamar Jackson story, and especially now where there's those reports of him not being so professional and people don't even like that reporter. So people are like, don't even report what the reporter is reporting. I was like, I ain't got to believe what I say. I ain't got to believe what I'm writing. I ain't got to believe what I'm out here actually talking about on this broadcast. I can just put it out there because some people do believe it. You know, I got to respect everybody. So it's a report, whatever. I've been there before. I've been lied on. Trust me, I've been lied on a global scale. So I ain't tripping. I don't believe it. I think, and I even retorted in the report. I was like, old people always talk like this. You fell asleep in the meeting. Man, y'all wasn't talking about nothing. Night. You know what I mean? So simple as that. But I really want to see the Ravens. If the Ravens could look like last night with Lamar Jackson, give the ball to Derrick Henry, right? Simple as that. 3rd, 4th quarter, nobody trying to tackle him. I'm a former DN. I ain't trying to tackle that. Nope. Because even if you are trying to tackle them, and I mean that loosely, like, you know, with some levity, but in all seriousness, you fatigue over time, right? Especially D linemen, because we have one of the hardest positions to play. We're the second biggest on the field, but we have to run like almost the second fastest, right? The receivers and DBs go fast, then it's us, 0 to 60. Choom, choom. You got to get off, right? And you fat, you big, you whatever, you 270. So 3rd, 4th quarter, you're not bending the same. I always talk about the 3 bends, right? Ankle, knee, hip. Now you high, you playing high. Playing high against Derrick Henry in the 3rd quarter when you slowing down and fatigued, you know the results. We saw them last night. So I'd rather see the Ravens, but whatever. I ain't going to beat the dead horse. Let's talk about this, though. This is an interesting situation. Because so down 2 plays 7, right? 3 plays 6, and 4 plays 5. That's how that would go. Right now, my Chargers will have to play the Patriots. Okay, I take that all day. I am not. No one is unbeatable. This is the first playoffs I seriously am walking into. Like, who's the favorite? And I'm like, I'll change that every time. Every time. But, hey, bring on the Patriots with the Chargers. Bring on the Jags with the Texans. Okay? And then the Bills got to play the Steelers or the Ravens. Ooh, Bills, Ravens, God, dog. Bills, Ravens, wild card weekend. Sick. Let's go to NFC. Let's not beat this up too long. All right, Seattle, number 1 seed right now. Bears, all right, they got a shot, I heard. Y'all tell me. Eagles, 49ers, Rams, Packers, and then we got the Panthers. Okay, or the Bucks. Who y'all rather see? I should have put that in the poll, huh? Panthers or Bucks? Well, next poll. Panthers or Bucks? Who y'all rather see? I'd rather see the Buccaneers. Something about that fight we give out of Baker Mayfield gets me hype. Okay, point being, all right, let's see these matchups. Seattle, as currently standing, will have the bye week. Bears have to play Packers. Ooh, we just saw that. That was good. Eagles, Rams. Damn, we saw that last 2 years. What? That's sick. NFC looking good with these matchups, and the 49ers will play the Panthers or the Bucks. 49ers, Bucks would be sick. All right, let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's see what happens. Beat it up in the comments. What y'all thinking? Eagles, y'all in the comments. I see you, Danny fan. If Eagles win today, Chargers will be 6. Oh. Let's go back. So then Chargers will have to play who? If we 6, shoot, where'd Texas go? Eagles. We got to play who? Jaguars? I ain't scared. I don't care what matchup. This year, I don't care. I ain't avoiding nobody, no traffic cop. It does not matter. Nobody scares me in this year's bracket. Now, we'll see how far we go. I'm rooting for all the teams I play for, as you know. That's how the game goes. Let's see how they play out. All right. Now, let's get to this real topic. Because let's stay here in L.A. because that's where I'm at. And then we're going to export this show. Because J.J. Redick, you talking? Are they listening?
Yeah, but we that was, priority number one for me. Role clarity. I think since we've gotten Braun back, we haven't been as organized offensively. Too many random possessions, so that's on me. So it's those three things. Defensive clarity, role clarity, and offensive organization. With all that,
role clarity, defensive clarity, and offensive organization. That is so redundant, what he was saying. So basically, it was tough to say, and more importantly, tough to deliver, right? It's tough to say it to all of us, but it was tougher to get that message across to Luka and LeBron. And there's 2 ways this happens. Well, I got a pen like I'm a nerd. Here's the thing, what's happening. You got LeBron who hooked you up with your job. You got Luka who was traded here as a young superstar. And you sitting there like, damn it. Y'all remember when Miami first got together? Remember it was Dwayne Wade and LeBron James? And remember how it was kind of weird and shaky? Well, I heard the inside scoop. Coach told us. He came on the show before, and we were talking to Miami Heat. And he was like, look, we had to go up to him one day in practice and tell Dwayne Wade, hey, will you tell LeBron he's the dude? Like, just seriously, tell LeBron he's the dude. We know it's Wade County, and we know this is your team, and you won a championship before him, blah, blah, blah. But going forward, this ain't going to work if y'all playing 1A, 1B. And that's what happens a lot of times in sports. You got so much respect, reverence, deference. Sometimes you just like, I don't want to step on his toes because he an OG. So if you Luka, you're like, man, even though I know I got this right now, that's LeBron. And then if you LeBron, you're like, I'm LeBron. Like, Luka, I can't, the ball's still stuck to your hand in glue. You can't let it go so easily. But the point is, somebody got to be an adult in the room and be like, this is your team, Luka. LeBron, you got to do all these things, and y'all got to stay disciplined. You can't leak. And look at the muscle memory LeBron must have of being the guy, like number one option. He just going to fall back into that. At times, you're going to get lazy. When you get fatigued, you forget, blah, blah, blah. You just used to 23 years of it being you. And now then in your 23rd year, it's not you. So I understand that. But you got to be a grown-ass man, JJ, and don't let this get out of control. Matter of fact, you should have anticipated this because you knew when LeBron came back, it was going to look different. And that's when you got to be gangster because war can't be avoided, just postponed. You postponed something you knew you had to do. Now you're doing it. Good for you. You got to tell Luka, hey, bro, it's you. And Luka's still taking his shots, and Luka's still leading the league and scoring all blah, blah. But Luka also ain't being Luka. Luka does nothing without the ball. Nothing. It's unreal. I'm like, you can't coach nobody else. No kids, no itty bitties to be like Luka. Because they ain't going to do jack. Like, he will literally, it's a DHO. He hand it off, or rarely he the one come to get the handoff. But he'll hand it off, and he like, this is the screen. I'm big. And then after that, he ain't going to dive. He just going to stay it out there. He going to play with that ball if he get it back. And then he going to do that little step back 3. It's crazy. Look, it works until it doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, you realize how ugly it is. And it's pretty ugly. So if you're LeBron, you're like, damn, how do I take this news? You know what I mean? You the king. You're supposed to be going on a farewell tour. Boy, look how we treat our OGs now. Chris Paul, LeBron. What did NWA say? Hello. I started this gangster shit. And it's the thanks I get? Hello. Well, LeBron, hello.
I'm 23 years in. Like, I'm gonna give you the best I can, but like, be realistic. What more do you really expect from me? Like, I'm 23 years in. You know what you're gonna get from me. I can't be the same LeBron that was in the passing lane or guarding the best player at the end. I'm gonna give you some effort play. Some nights I might not have it, but that's what you have those other guys for. They supposed to come in and pick that load up for him. So he looks himself in the mirror like, yeah, I'm not the same LeBron I want to be, but they already know that.
I still take him on my team.
Nah, for sure. I think anybody would.
And Brian on his golf simulator right now.
What he ain't doing?
He working on that, getting that under.
Practice.
I
am practicing. What did he say the other day? They asked him about somebody. He say, listen, I don't know. I'm watching YouTube golf. I'm watching people get their little swing going.
Also, unfortunate news for Lakers as well. Austin Reeves diagnosed with a grade.
Yeah. Austin Reeves out too. Blah, blah, blah. But look, don't put this all on LeBron because it's silly. Like, at that age, with that odometer that he has, why would you even want him, let alone expect him to do that? So then this all comes back to J.J. Redick, because at the same time he should have anticipated this, you're also responsible for this, right? You could have played this better as a better conductor and got a better song out of this symphony. But you wanted to do this instead of this. Be real. If LeBron, your boy, ain't got you the job, that's the first person you're supposed to be able to check. I hate this old adage. You ever heard this? Oh, don't mix business with friends, or don't mix family and business. Don't do business and pleasure. I'm like, the people I'm coolest with are the people I want to work with, because those are the people I could be the most candid with. Now, I'm candid with everybody, but these people, they can't go nowhere. These are my people. But people lose their friendship, they lose their whole way off of some damn, you ain't doing something right. Well, y'all understand you are different than what you're doing. You are not 100% married to what you're doing because you've done dumb stuff. That doesn't mean you're a dummy. But if you keep doing dumb stuff, you a dummy, you big dummy. People always want to marry their damn ideas and marry their identity into their ideas. No, you're different. It's an expression of you. But you're a whole different animal. Well, J.J. Redick, they about to call you out because they know what kind of animal you are. Scared. Y'all see that? I don't know. I ain't past the 4th grade, but L-A-S-T. Lost. No, that's Las Vegas. Okay. Last. Blah, blah, blah. If you in LA, you understand how sometimes they want to point a little higher upstairs than even J.J. Redick. All this craziness going on with these Lakers, from Jeannie Buss to Rob Pelinka on down to the Buss family having their split, and how the Buss boys, none of the Buss boys are working there, and then Jeannie running shop. They're going to have to find a way. They're going to have to find a different way, because if they don't, it's going to be issues with this team. So beat up in the comments what you think was really wrong with the Lakers. I say they are not exercising their manhood, as they say. Tell people the real, and then you can understand the deal. All right, so S-Gride-Ta says Lakers might have the worst fan base in the NBA. Good luck with winning the chip with Luka. I don't think the Lakers fan base is weak. I think that there are times it's a little too glorified. I think it's at times given too much credit. If you ever go to a Laker game, you realize, boring. And now, your Los Angeles Lakers, with that little dark-ass lighting, everybody on their phone if they there yet. And it's just, look, say what you want. I am not leaving my house to have less energy. And the only time they get hype is like, oh, great, we won. And then everybody holding their breath because they only care about championships, and respect to that. But God dang, it's just a boring experience. Kids be running around. I'm like, y'all watching the game? They're like, no, the game's boring, Daddy. Like, the way this is set up. You go to a Clippers game? You looking for your wallet to get more money. You like, keep this coming. It's T-shirts flying everywhere. It's people flying everywhere. It's tricks going on. There's rappers everywhere. And I like that. Now, people gonna say I'm biased, but if the Lakers did that, I like that too. but they don't do that. But you know what? Let's talk about the money in the league. A lot of people have a lot of conversations about sports and the money. I just want to show you this in brief, right? This is interesting. How each sports league makes its money. Now, this is 2 years ago, but still, obviously, you can just make these numbers go higher. Everybody's going up. $18.7 billion. Look how they get most of their money. TV media, ticket sales, team sponsors, concessions, parking, local TV media. Okay? Then you go here, the baseball, which is 10.9, same as the NBA, but theirs is led by ticket sales. National TV media right there. Good combo right there. Close gap. Look at the gap here. It's wide. I'm going to talk about it later. Then you go local TV, team sponsors, concessions, parking, blah, blah, blah. Okay, basketball flips. It goes to the same NFL model, but at the same time, a little different gap, right? 66 to 17, 41 to 26, blah, blah, blah. Don't bore you. Ticket sales once again. So baseball and hockey, we need you to show up because we ain't got those same level of lucrative deals, right? A lot of the local deals are huge in baseball, as you can see. And then for hockey, it's team sponsorships. But let's talk about the major two. You know what's crazy about it? National TV media. National TV media. People always, fans, when y'all always say, we pay your salary, and you're yelling it with popcorn and a Double Crown and Diet Coke in your hand. We pay your salary. And then you want to fight somebody. You're looking for DK Metcalf. You call him by his government name, all that. You know it'd be better for the sport, better for the players, probably better for you if you stay your ass at home. Did you see what led the payments? The biggest slice is national TV media at home. Viewership, okay? They sell that in the billions. They sell tickets and they add up to the millions. It's just that simple. And I've been trying to tell people, and now I'm glad I got a graphic. Maybe you'll see a graphic. Stop walking around here spending all your money and then feeling entitled like you own a player. You don't. You better off sitting your ass at home and getting counted. The new Nielsen ratings or a streaming network. Simple as that, right? So I just wanted to kind of get that misnomer out of here because a lot of people always saying, and I go to the game, I spend my hard-earned money. You don't even have to spend it. Stay home. Boy, if them ratings, if they got 100 million viewers per regular season game, like a Super Bowl, do you know what you would do to the economy of the sport? Look, I love the experience too. Not the Lakers as much as the Clippers. I love the experience though. But at the same time, just know where your money's really going and how your money is being spent. All right. Speaking of misnomers, let's beat this up. Let me see. Calvin Washington Sr. says he's late watching this on Rewind. Lamar is trash. Oh, man, get out of here. You're on a day late. We ain't talking about Lamar. People are laughing in the comments because they understand the Lakers game experience is a little different. It's good if you older, as my daddy calls it, if you got your ARP card. My daddy literally came over here yesterday. My daddy is 77. And he was like, yeah, I've been reading in this ARP magazine. I was like, the first time I ain't tripped. Second time he said, I was like, I ain't never heard that magazine. And the third time I said, what's the name of the magazine? Off or on? He said, no, ARP. ARP. I was like, what do you mean ARP, daddy? How you spell it? He says, A-A-R-P. He ain't even connected. He ain't giving no rhythm. He didn't know what he was. I was like, daddy, that is AARP. And you got a card, old ass. My daddy crazy. Love him, love him, love him. All right, Maxx Crosby crazy too. And it's a misnomer that cats want to tap out. Load management. Not everybody. Not Maxx Crosby. So now he trolling the team because they won't let him play. They want to tank. So this is what Maxx Crosby got. Look at this. I don't want to hear your sound effects. First of all, living in Vegas has its perks. Look at that. That's the indoor gym. That is the indoor gym of Maxx Crosby's estate that is sponsored. This indoor gym is sponsored. And this itty bitty is taking off. Love me some Maxx Crosby. Well, I'm going to talk about why a purist like him ain't trying to tank, homie. All right, he got his edit game on. He already know how to edit. This cat, I know when I go in the backyard and I be filming, I wait till I make it, and that's the gram. Until then, y'all ain't seeing none of them bricks. None of them. So he don't want to obviously be doing that. He'd rather be doing what? This. This is who Maxx. Y'all know what that play is? He about to tell you. That's what started Maxx Crosby in his. Well, we ain't heard the Raiders got anything lately but blah, blah, blah to the baller, the beast, who is Maxx Crosby. I play with guys like that. There are levels to this. I don't know how to explain it other than just to give you the real. There are guys who are fully motivated and fully committed to their craft. There are. And that doesn't mean that they are the best players. That's why I want you to understand. There are some guys that got enough talent in that cup that they ain't got to ever empty it. They are like, I'm winning. This formula is winning on talent largely. And then there are some guys, no matter what their talent level is, they going to add to it and empty the cup of motivated, empty the cup of dedicated, right? I mean, all in. And Maxx Crosby, we ran into each other and stayed in touch ever since, but ran into each other maybe two years ago at please say Clippers game. Yes, Clippers game, a few years ago when they were at Crypto. They were still at Crypto. And Maxx Crosby, obviously a star, man, big time. And we chopping it up, and I just wanted to know his regimen. And then we were talking about like different eras. He was like, damn, how was it at practice back then? I'm asking him about this. We just comparing eras, playing the same position, different way, right? So I was like, man. And he told me how everybody knows he came into the league, he had some issues, addiction. He, man, clean as a whistle now, but locked in. I mean, locked in. And then they gonna hit him with the double tap talking about, you know what? We don't need you to play this week. Why? Because we thinking maybe, you know, I don't want to say it, but, you know, there's an incentive for us not to play. And look, there is a big picture. I can't act like all those people in those suits, in those hard bottoms, don't know what they're thinking and don't know what they're talking about. They are talking about, hey, we could get the number 1 pick, number 2 pick. You know, number 1 pick dictates terms. I'll tell you why number 1 pick's so important. Because you're just like, it's just one player. This is why. Because everyone else, and I told you this about Shedeur, and these people didn't understand this. It's not hate. When you're the number 1 pick as a team or projected number 1 overall, you have the cleanest, most honest conversations. You can say whatever you want. You ain't got to say a word, but whatever comes out, it's on your terms. I'm going to pick Orlando Pace. That was my year, 1997. We're picking Orlando Pace. We can say it 2 months ahead. Who cares? We picking Orlando Pace. Ain't no poker game. But after number 1, everything's a poker game. Why you think Jacksonville had to move up and give up all these picks to go get Travis Hunter? Because they were playing poker. Whoever was at 2 before and 3 and 4 was like, ooh, that Travis Hunter. We don't really need him, but it's hard to pass up, ain't it? Ain't it, Bill? Yeah, it's hard to pass up. Well, play both positions, play on both sides of the ball. Man, I can't get that up. Mel Kiper over there eavesdropping, ear hustling. He like, oh, so Travis Hunter may go 2, he may go 3, he may go 4. Jacksonville sitting there at what, 13 or whatever, like, damn it, we want him. 2 ain't tripping on no damn Travis Hunter. Ain't no slight to him. It's just like, we don't need no Travis Hunter. But we gonna make you play yourself and pay to get him. So that's what happens. So that's why when you ever hear a Shedeur, anybody talking about, I'm going top, I'm going to, no, you may, no, you're not. Oops. That's the game. You got caught up in the poker game. Simple as that. Now, a lot of you parents, listen to this topic. First of all, let's take a look. Take a look. Not bad. All right, so this topic right here, a lot of y'all getting caught up in the poker game of AAU. Okay? There's an old saying in sports. You can't out-train DNA. Basically, if you ain't talented enough to do this, be careful what you're doing because they'll come get you. They'll come play with you. Yep, they'll touch you. They'll take your money.
How do you feel about AAU sports, like travel sports and all of that? So Leo does a lot of travel sports. He plays baseball. He doesn't play basketball. But a lot of the times I reflect, especially with baseball, because it's so expensive. I wonder how parents with several kids are able to do this. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like it's gotten out of control? Because sometimes I'm like, wait, it's $3,000 to go to Cooperstown? You know, like it's expensive. So what are your thoughts on that? Like
you got to be peopled up. Like this ain't for the ghetto no more. This ain't get it out of mud kids anymore. Like AAU is a business and you need money if you want your kid to be in the best position. And it's unfair because it's not affordable because it's not like we're playing these big games once a month. No, it's every weekend now, right? So you're talking about fees to get in, then parking, every single day. So you're paying parking on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's not like, you get a free pass and then you got to pay to get into the event. Then these little niggas they play at 10, then they got a game at 5. So now they want to eat. Now, like, you know what I mean? So you're spending, $400 or $500 on a weekend. Mm-hmm. And the average parent can't pay for this. So what ends up happening is if your child is trying to get to that next level, then you're forced to do it because it's the only way. You're playing at all these elite games and tournaments. Then you have to get a trainer to do training in the off days, right? So depending on what your genes are, and this is where, as parents, look at your genetics and see if you really have a shot, right? If you two are 5'5", and your son talking about to be in the NBA, let it go, right? You don't need to invest as much money into this career that's not going to happen because that is not a thing. Now, if the father's 6'5" and you all of, as a woman, 5'9" to 6'1", now the child now is your investment because the genetics is going to say he's going to be at a certain site with your genes and his genes. You're going to have a very athletic child and a very tall child. So now investing in him is actually important.
Blah, blah, blah. Love Gil. Love that he made up a new word, too. He said sight. Size and height. Sight. I like it. He ain't lying. He ain't lying in that respect because we all grew up, you go down to Boys and Girls Club and play ball, YMCA and play ball, rec league at the park, play ball. Then that AAU stuff. AAU, when I was growing up, was whack. Right? I ran track, and they had 2 circuits. AAU, whack, and TAC, the Athletic Congress. I don't even know if it's around still, but that was the big dog. Point is, it's an organization. And what they do is they really rely on not just talent and opportunities and show you the elite kids out there. More importantly, they play off of parent guilt, just like private schools. So it all starts at the top. It starts with the NBA. It starts with Ivy League schools. Private schools will need the Ivy League schools to validate what they are charging you in tuition, and this is how they do it. We've admitted 5 people from Harvard to Harvard from Harvard Westlake. Sierra Canyon has 5 as well, right? And then next thing you know, they could go out there and say, we're one of the top high schools in the country. Look how many Ivy League acceptances we have. And then next thing you're like, and it's $40,000. Now, you thinking, I want my kid not just to go to Ivy League, maybe, but more importantly, I want them to go to the best school. Well, if you can't afford it, or if you can get some need-based financial aid, any way you can, get up on that campus and get on that train. Now, in sports, same thing, NBA, NFL, etc. Oh, our youth development, our flag football, our NBA league and development for child cares and all those things you see. And this is not even them saying we want it. We know we gonna get it. It's just we gonna endorse. Now, once we endorse this path, the Nike, EYBL and all that, when you see all that, you see them big dogs endorsing that little stuff, only the strong gonna survive. Simple as that. I was watching the Jordan Classic just yesterday. Mount Verde and all them prep schools and great schools and these elite teams they put together. They in New York, balling. Christmas break. It's a road, man. It's a road because, you got to take your kid out of school sometimes on a Thursday, Friday. I hear parents all the time traveling here and there. It's an investment. And it is big business now. And it's unfortunate. And he said something else. And it's unfortunate really because the inner city suffers. The underserved, the underprivileged, the poor, the broke, whatever you want to call it. People like me growing up, we struggled. Now, I was good enough early enough where I think I would have got adopted. I got recruited back then, so I know I would have got adopted. Somebody be like, oh, we got you, big dog, we got you. But the point is, what if it ain't? So there was one moment of clarity for me on this whole topic. I was about to cry in the backyard. Y'all know me. And I was watching my son. And at the time, I think he was 8. And he's just playing ball, doing whatever kids do. And I was looking, I was like, damn, I wonder at him at 8. Like, I just wanted this virtual reality. Like, it was I his height at 8?
was I his weight? And I was guessing, but you know, you probably missed. I was like, I was 85 pounds. Oh, no, you were 70. Oh, well, you know, the facts get out the way of this good story I'm telling myself. I'm like, at 8, was he taller? Was he faster? Was he bigger? Was he stronger? Like, I wish I could really, like, literally, virtually see that in a video game. Like, you got me here, I got you there. Is he smarter? Who, you know, who's more curious? Who's more into boys as they homies? Because I wasn't really like the cat that wanted to hang and kick it, right? Who's more into girls? And I wasn't that cat either. I was just like, I'm into these books and getting out this hood. Is he more into getting out somewhere? Is he more into getting into something? You know, like, I just wanted to know. And I remember sitting there, I was like, damn. And he had a trainer, and I was like, dog. I said, he got me. I said, maybe all things are equal. Maybe I got him, maybe he got me, but I ain't had that guy right there. I ain't had these resources around me. I ain't have all these nice fancy things around me, gyms and people I know. Everybody I know Gilbert. So look, I'm talking, hey, my son want to play basketball, and I'm literally like, if it were me growing up, I was like, Mama, I want to play basketball. Who's she calling? Who's she texting? We ain't have text. Nobody. Me, I'm like, Gilbert. One time, this is real. Baron Davis comes over and we hanging, and he have a game of 21 against my son. They playing horse and all that. I'm like, so that's the point. The point is, like, inner city now, like, how often is Baron Davis second generation? So he made his money. He moves out, way out where they can invest in their kids, and then their kids can go. Gilbert's son is a beast right at SC right now. So they all doing that. And you can't just have randomness like that in your backyard. My son plays football. T.O. comes over. He throwing the ball with him. This is not bragging. This is how the game is. Dog, that's extra credit. I ain't had no extra credit like that. Wasn't no class to take. I was like, God dang. So I was like, I came to the summation. I was like, he got me. He got to have me. And I'm a 4 or 5 touchdown kid every single weekend back in 1983, 84, 85. And I'm like, he got me. Because who was I? First NFL player I ever met was Gaston Green, sorry. At an NFL UCLA camp. And I was in high school. And look, it wasn't my backyard, and everybody got the same handshake, but I just told them, oh, man, nice meeting you. I love you. You went to UCLA and all that. That's it. That's all I had. Different game, y'all. Different game. So, you know, be smart. Be smart. This is not to say that, you know, and look, who cares? Like Columbia told me when they recruited me, we only have 3 Ivy League NFL players, but we have 6 owners. So stop, like parents, stop putting that pressure on these kids to be athletes only. I don't like that. They're going to be all the things. And there are greater things than even being an athlete if you can get to them, as you know how the game goes. All right, speaking of how the game goes, a lot of people say the game is about respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Well, I think in Milwaukee they spell it G-I-A-N-N-I-S. Hey, y'all, I ain't with the fake tough stuff. I ain't with no tough stuff. I hate tough. I think it robs you of life and energy and it's fun. You ever see a tough kid at Chuck E. Cheese? He's sitting there like, I don't want nothing. Then little Chuck come out and do the song. He ain't smiling. Then the pizza come. He act like he ain't hungry. You know that boy want to do all that stuff. He just had it too tough. I hate tough. I hate seeing this. Who is this dude? I know it's Vocious. Who are you? Look at him and like, you know, Giannis be having like, excuse me? What? Don't act like you wanted to really do something. You got this time. Nah. Your time is ticking, brother. Man, I'm telling you, I was the dude on the court. I tell you, I was the dude on the field. Unspoken, I hear it. You know, they about to kneel down. I hear you. They about to kneel down and, hey, don't dive and don't do all that. I'm like, if I'm on the field, I got to be on alert. Cat's over here talking about, Oh, my God. What are y'all doing? Now you want to fight me? You had some words? Oh, you look. Man, talk.
Did you get a chance to say anything to him, or were you just walking?
I asked him why he did it. He's just, you guys want to trade for me. Just a reporter.
He really said that? Or are you joking? I think you're joking.
Yeah, I think he's joking too. I think he was joking when he was serious. I think he was joking when he walked over to him. Why the hell I'm gonna walk over to you, act like I got smoke, and just ask you a question? Excuse me, can you fill out this questionnaire? I have a question for you. These dudes. Dog, if you ain't falsified, I don't know who is. Get him, Giannis, and talk about this. They trying to make more of it than it is. Everybody want to know where Giannis is going. Wait, he'll tell you.
Speaking of that, like, if you guys keep staying 11th, don't keep winning, that team may not be here. You talked about obviously wanting to win, compete for championships. Do you want to be here if you guys are not able to?
I'm here. I'm here. Don't ask me that question. I'm here. It's disrespectful towards myself and my teammate. I wear that jersey every single day. Disrespectful towards the organization, my coaching staff, myself, and all the people that work hard for me to come out here and say, I don't want to be here. Don't ask me that question. I'm here, I'm putting on the jersey, and as long as I'm here, I'm going to give everything I have, even in the last second of the game.
How long do you think?
He gone. Blah, blah, blah. Giannis gone. It's okay. Look, the breakup matters, and y'all made it matter. Breakup shouldn't matter. Like, we done. First of all, anytime you're in a relationship, you spend half of the time breaking up, right? 2-year relationship. That last year was struggle. Y'all was on the struggle bus, right? So why does it matter how we break up? We gone. Like, long as we ain't fighting and fussing, we got. Can I leave? You know what I'm saying? Giannis gone. At least he want to be gone. If it works out for him, we'll see. But he wants to leave. And why not? Why can't he? Why is there this cultural headwind and this resistance to Giannis want to leave? He good. He already gave y'all a chip. He good. He lived in Milwaukee. Let's just say there are other cities he may want to live in. Can he go see the world while he's still balling? Y'all is like, man, look, stop asking me. I'm not going to tell you. Ignorance. All right, man. Beat up in the comments. I ain't got much to say on that topic. It's just, I hate fake tough guys. I hate faking the funk. And John Boy says if fans don't go to games, then they would not put the games on TV, make it make sense. And remember pandemic, how that worked with no fans. LOL, just silly. Yeah, no, I ain't say fans don't go to the game. I'm saying lose some of your entitlement when you're at the game because you're actually not doing as much good as you think. Like, going to a game is like a Hollywood set. Like, it's the production. They need people in the crowd, you know, before they had the fake laughter and all that. They need some, when they pan to the crowd, they need that. They need that. Yes, of course. But they only using that as a service, a means to an end. The end is they at the crib. So whenever you at the crib, don't feel guilty. You making them money, way more. But when you there, you better be doing this. Dance. Hello, my baby. Hello, my team. Love you, Chargers fans. Do all that. And you making this much money. Oh, man, that's how the game goes. Okay, we're going to have some fun on this show real quick. I got to have some levity. This is hilarious. I want y'all to see. Somebody sent me this. I'm like, oh, yeah, on this show, we could play this. This is hilarious. Let's go. Okay, I got to cue it up first because I don't want y'all to miss no parts of this. Oh, man, if I could get it right. Okay. Okay, y'all ready? Sherrone Moore. Sherrone wrong. Duck.
He waited his entire life for this moment. The dream job, the whistle, the legacy. He led his team onto the field and made history, winning rivalry after rivalry, until he saw the one thing he loved more than football, a snow bunny princess. With $13 million on the table, he risked everything for love. Life was perfect. The money, the wins, the fairy tale. But darkness always finds the light. His masters demanded a choice, the job or the princess. The snow bunny turned nasty, sharper, and whispered his dirty little secrets to the bosses. The Grinch stole Christmas, his dream job, and his snow bunny. Shattered dreams became nightmares. Unemployed, broken, with nothing left to live for. He wanted revenge, and he blamed her for everything. One crash out, one lost love, 13 million gone, led him into the long A Boyfriend for Christmas, now available on Tubi.
Get out!
Boy, there is talent in this world
talent and creativity in this world. Blah, blah, blah. I see you in the comments right now. Hey, somebody said they got a boy. Roddy the Don says, my kid is 8. He's 4'10" and 145 pounds. Got to invest. 4'10", 145. What sport? That's football? That's a big old boy. Is he fat? If he ain't fat, what? 4'10", 145? He playing football. Yeah. That ain't basketball. Hey, Roddy, tell me if your boy playing football or basketball. He is huge. Good Lord. That is a big boy. All right, y'all know we're going to get deep and then we're going to get light. Let's do the show. Let's do what we do.
White supremacy is stopping colored people from succeeding. Then how have so many colored people succeeded? Was it luck? Were they given a pass by their Caucasian overlords? You don't have to answer that. Moving on. If obesity isn't the result of sloth and gluttony, then why do fat people become normal people when they start eating less and exercising? Were they magically given better thyroids and better genetics? Or did they just fucking try? If any of your excuses are real, then why don't they hold everyone back? Matter of fact, why aren't all the blacks poor and all the whites rich if privilege really exists? Why do companies even hire men if they can get away with paying women less? Why do discipline and direction cure depression if it's truly a disorder? Seems to me like all your victimhood only makes sense when you don't think about it too hard. If white supremacy is stopping...
I didn't know about the word victimhood until maybe 5 years ago. Y'all be just dropping these words on people. I didn't grow up even knowing about white supremacy till I got to college. You could say I'm ignorant. Well, ignorance is bliss. Point being, I've learned that most of life can be explained by what's going on in the brain of that person, right? Simple as that. It's like we're really just like droids of mentalities, enlightenment, right? Out of the smart, dumb game, out of the, I'm from the hood, all that. No. Deeper than all that, because that's surface. That's superficial. People walk around here and thinking you really going to be scared or impressed by all that level. What really is pervasive, what really is everlasting is a mentality. Simple. Like you literally would just, if you mentally commit to something, you'll go get it. To give is to get. So attention is invention. You literally give something enough thought, enough work that comes from that thought, you are already in that, and you got to qualify. Be real. I ain't talking about you got some issues. You qualify, you could be in there. Most people lose before they even go out there and play. Because of this. How many times you don't had a business plan? How many times you don't had an opportunity? How many times you had a thought? How many times you thought about working out? And you are literally laying in your bed running equations. Reality equations. And reality is just sitting there like a video game, like, well, if you go that way, this is what's going to happen. You go that way, this is what's going to happen. Today, you got to stack them up, right? Like Pac-Man, dot, big energizer. What? Now you got a chance to go get it. You better hurry up and go get it. Now we just rip back to the routine. Y'all got to see this stuff like that. Just working out, getting better. All of a sudden, whoa, it's my time, right? Ketosis, whatever. I'm losing this weight, coming off. Vegas, here I come. Watch out, girl. Hide your wife, hide your kids. Mentality. People always want to, January 1st is coming. Everybody and their mama got their New Year's resolution. By January 3rd, half of them already fell off because they ain't got the mentality. Anytime you got to make an appointment to do something, like I'm going to be dedicated this day, you ain't going to be dedicated. Your friend need to tap you as soon as you start saying, look, I got this, and after that, hey, dog, don't even try. You good. You good. It ain't going to work out like that. Simple as that. So, in this show, I just like a little food for thought, little stuff that I want to make sure you guys understand. That's how the game goes. That's how I be thinking. Tom Brady said it too. He talks about it. He talks about the success and what's most important. So let's let, y'all don't want to listen to me. I ain't win no Super Bowl. Let Brady tell you.
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard when you're on your way to practice, way down with all your gear, and it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the beach, and your body is already completely exhausted from workouts in 2-a-days. It's hard to throw, catch, block, and tackle, and hit kids when they're way bigger and way more developed than you, only to go home that night bruised and battered and strained, but knowing you have to show up again the next day for just the chance to try again. But understand this, life is hard. No matter who you are, there are bumps and hits and bruises along the way. And my advice is to prepare yourself, because football lessons teach us that success and achievement come from overcoming adversity.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, it's Sunday, so you know we're going to be a little more inspirational. I'm about to go to church as well at 9 a.m. So point being, going to be a little more inspirational on today. Make sure y'all go get it, dog. You got one lap. You got one time around this whole thing, man. Whether it's going to be 70 years, 90 years, 20 years, I don't know. I hope I get another 51, man. I'm halfway, hopefully. I'll take 51 plus some. Point being, go get it. Okay? Go get it. Because when you're in that hospital room or nobody trying to hear it, because nobody can do it at that time, right? So go get it. All right. Ugh, that's nasty. Last one. I need y'all help. All right, KRS-One. Y'all know me. We end on rap or we end on sports. KRS-One wants to sit down. He's supposed to be at the table. Who we taking away? Uh-oh. Okay, so that's Jizza, right? That got to be Jizza. Yep, that's Jizza. Most Def. I think he changed his name, but you Most Def to me. Red Man ready to rock. I got my Glock and bah! Rakim say. Oh. Ooh, they put Nas at the head of the table, not Rakim. This Photoshop cheap right here. All right, so we got Black Thought, Andre 3K. So I text this girl, you ain't moving. Is that AZ? That looks like AZ. Visualizing, wanna catch a visualizing. And J to the mwah. Who got to get up? Simple as that. Right now, Rakim, sit down. Jada Kiss, sit down. Oh, I'm sorry, AZ. And AZ's sick. AZ or Jizza, no sir. Black Thought, no sir. The Roots Picnic is my favorite. KRS-One, take a seat. AZ, sorry, big dog. Nas is here representing for you, big dog. If that's AZ, I don't even know. I can't even call it. All right, love for you guys, man. Make sure you guys have an amazing day. You know, go to church, go to mosque, go to the mosque, go wherever you got to go. But go get you some plug-in to the highest source, right? Which is the power in you, which is the God in you. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole.